Hey guys, I'm Illusion and I'm gonna be covering the news for the Japanese livestream today. The livestream was a little bit short or budget in this at this time in this Corona times, so not everybody might have seen it. But I have the info here and I will go through it and give my thoughts and opinions on it. So let's go right into it, shall we? So the first thing we get to see is that the main story episode 39 and 40 will be available, and there will also be a new gacha for the main story, and if you've been playing with Apple, you will also have the option to sign in with Apple, which will probably help you store your account like we did with Facebook and import codes so far. And then another great thing will be extending the amount of saved parties. That's also always welcomed. As for the gacha that we're gonna be getting an Otterl and a Freya unit. The Otterl is an adventurer and the Freya is an assist. As for here's the art, which I guess the Otero looks like really mad in this one for some reason. For the Otero, he's actually a dark unit. He seems pretty strong. He has a high strength stat and a decently high agility stat. As for his skills, he is, I think, meant for wargame. He has a buff that also buffs, he buffs his damage and his durability as well, because he gains physical and magical resist. And then his skill 3 is a super dark physical attack with ultra pen and temp boost, so he's probably meant for just using his buff on turn 1 in wargame and then the next turn trying to kill everybody else along with your other physical rush team members. And then he also has a super dark single target attack, which is, I think, a little bit weaker than, for example, Kotori, because she has a, I believe, 60% skill damage on her super attack for every strength buff, but it still could be doing a lot of damage. And the counters are dark attacks, which is also always great. And I don't think he'll have many problems with mana and regen, because he also has a passive for it. While the Freya is an assist, and she does ailment resistance plus 100%, and strength, magic, physical resist, and magic resist plus 20%. So she seems to be an alternative to Takemi Kazuchi, which we got in the winter event, which also had a 20% strength buff, and a dexterity buff and agility. So she's definitely a really good unit to use in Record Buster and other PvE modes. And she could also be put on magic users, which Takemi Kazuchi could not be. So if you don't have MLB Takemi Kazuchi, and even if you do, I think that Freya will be a great unit to use in the Record Buster and other PvE modes, just on your strongest attackers. And she also, if you have her MLB, she's also a great replacement, because you don't need Glorious Anklets if the enemies have stuns or seals or any other ailments, which the Record Buster always does, and some of the PvE modes like Familiar Rush also apply those. So she's definitely a good unit. And other than that, the thing that I'm even more excited about is the rerun, not rerun, but just, I guess, kind of rerun. It's not even rerun, it's just a special gacha, I guess, with units being reiterated into banners. And there's two different ones. There's one with outside Horario Eyes, temporary healer Amit, and the water support Lily. And then the other one has Daphne and Idol Line and the backstage Eyes. And both of these are really good. The units in this most of them are really useful. So what I would recommend you guys to do, if you don't have a lot of irons to spend, or even if you do, you can definitely go more steps. But if you don't have a lot, I would still recommend you to get 1 copy of this outside Orario Eyes, especially if you don't have Moonlight Reunion Hestia. And then 1 copy of Daphne for Wargame, which you can use in all your physical rush teams, even just as a +0, because she has a really high agility debuff with high priority. And then 1 copy of this idol Line, which is a great, pretty much the best sack for increasing your essay gouge. So that's definitely a good one. I myself am gonna be hoping for 1 copy of Line, 1 copy of Eyes, and hopefully more copies of Daphne, because I plan to use her in Wargame, and maybe she can help me break into Hero more often. And as for the other things, we're also getting the part 3 paid bundle. So if you're not spending money, this is definitely not anything you need to worry about. I also am not interested in this. And then the 7th zone event will be back. If you guys haven't been able to play 7th zone or clear the harder difficulties of it, you can check the videos I did on the 7 zones that were out in the past. I did 1 video for each of the zones, and I will leave the link to that in the description below. So when this comes back, you should already have a little bit of insight and strategies you can use for it. And then if something changes significantly, I will also make new videos for it. So definitely also, if you are enjoying my content, if you are willing to, I would be really grateful if you subscribed. We're also going slowly rising up to 100, so 100 subscribers, so I will be thankful for that. And then we're also getting the 3rd week free 11 draw gacha, which is also great. I did a summoning video last time, and I did pull either 1 or 2 4 stars from this, even though it wasn't guaranteed. So definitely great. And then just an overview, nothing new here as far as I know. The free 11 draw ticket will be coming on the 11th, and the other things will be coming on the 9th, so that is on Thursday. So we should see everything there. And then here's just a quick overview of when things are ending. So definitely do your war game, participate in Familia Royale if you aren't already. Try to get a high score in Eyes Wars so you can get your rewards, iris and potatoes. And that's pretty much it for this one. It was actually a really short one because there weren't much news, probably due to the fact that they can't really work on the game as much as they have been able to in the past because of the Corona outbreak and everything related. So it's what we get. I think the units that are coming out, either being in the banner again from the past or the Otrol and Freya, are all really great. So if you have iris to spend, I recommend you to do it. And I thank you for watching the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!